We rolled it up, let the stress unwind, floating on clouds, leaving worries behind. The sun on our skin, the breeze in our hair, a tropical rhythm we all get to share. The world melts away with every spark, laughter ignites even after dark. This is the moment, this is the high, feeling so free like the endless sky. Feeling free as the breeze, let the smoke rise high. Oh, we're lifted up under the coast, clear sky. Pass it around, let the rhythm play. Yeah, every puff takes the stress away. Feeling free as the breeze, no weight, no chains. Oh, just the groove in our hearts and herb in our veins. In the sway of the palms we're meant to be. Feeling free as the breeze is pure ecstasy. A spark in the circle, the vibe's alive. Every toe a step in a soulful dive. Conversations flow like the gentle tide. Stories shared as we're lifted worldwide. The green in our hands, the sun in the sky. No room for worries, no need to ask why. This is the magic, the bliss we seek. A high so sweet, words can't even speak. Feeling free as the breeze, let the smoke rise high. Oh, we're lifted up under the coast, clear sky. Pass it around, let the rhythm play. Yeah, every puff takes the stress away. Feeling free as the breeze, no weight, no chains. Oh, just the groove in our hearts and herb in our veins. In the sway of the palms we're meant to be. Feeling free as the breeze is pure ecstasy. That opens doors, lifted together, hearts alike. A breeze so free, it's one of a kind. Feeling free as the breeze, let the smoke rise high. Oh, we're lifted up under the coast, clear sky. Pass it around, let the rhythm play. Yeah, every puff takes the stress away. Feeling free as the breeze, no weight, no chains. Oh, just the groove in our hearts and herb in our veins. In the sway of the palms we're meant to be. Feeling free as the breeze is pure ecstasy.
The sun's sitting high, skies open and blue. Rolling one up with my favorite crew. Palm trees dance as the laughter flows. In our cove hideaway where good vibes grow. Nothing but warmth, nothing but ease. Just rare friends like these. The finest breeze, pack it tight, make it right. Pass it around, friends, this true joy's always found. Rolling with the right ones, feeling the sun. In the cove's embrace where chill has begun. Each spark, each laugh, a sweet afternoon. With the finest herb, life's in tune. Tropical skies, hearts align. With every puff, leave troubles behind. Rolling with the right ones, yeah, we're blessed. In the cove together, feeling our best. Stories and memories light up the day. Under blue skies we're carried away. The oceans hum, waves rolling by, sharing secrets, time slips by. Beams on the beat, coffee's laugh so bright. You're up and then there, just feels right. With every roll, the bond grows tight. In this cove, everything feels like rolling with the right ones, feeling the sun. In the cove's embrace where chill has begun. Each spark, each laugh, a sweet afternoon. With the finest herb, life's in tune. Tropical skies, hearts align. With every puff, leave troubles behind. Rolling with the right ones, yeah, we're blessed. In the cove together, feeling our best. this rare, nowhere else we'd rather be. Bound by smoke and laughter, wild and free. Whoa, rolling with the right ones, feeling the sun in the cove's embrace where chillin's begun. Each spark, each laugh, a sweet afternoon with the finest of life's in tune. Tropical skies, hearts aligned with every puff, leave troubles behind. Rolling with the right ones, yeah, we're blessed in the cove together, feeling our best.
Smooth, energy electric locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth, energy electric locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Energy electric locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth, energy electric locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by, riding these waves reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow, feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth, energy electric locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth, energy electric locked in the groove.
Fuck you, Facebook.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Hot Pockets.
Dab time. Dab time.
in the ashes of a broken world. Unity was the only way forward. Every Tuesday afternoon, their journey continues. The Guardians were never chosen. They were forged by loss, by loyalty, by the long road home. With each chapter, legends unfold. Familiar voices step into myth. Legacy viewers become part of the lore. Their stories written in smoke and flame. They walk through storms. They fight the dark. And they protect the last flicker of hope. This is Guardians of Unity. Not just a story. A saga, a bond, a flame that refuses to go out. Tuesdays at 5 PM Eastern. Only on the Cove, Facebook, and YouTube.
What up, everybody? What up, cops?
What up, having motherfucking totally terrific Twisted Titty Tie Turkey Taco Token Tunes Tuesday. All you amazing ass people out there. What up, Beans? What up, all you amazing people in the comments?
1 second.
Hope everyone's had a great day so far.
Cheers, cheers, everybody. Oh, cheers. What up, Crystal? How are you? I hope you were having a dope Tuesday.
What up, Heather? Hope you've had an amazing day so far.
What is up, Amber? How are you? I hope you were having a wonderful, wonderful day. And thank you, by the way.
What up, Boxman? Hope you've had a great day so far, dude.
What up, Ammo? How are you, man? I hope you were having a wonderful Tuesday.
Hi, Ma. Hope you've had an amazing Tuesday so far.
What up, CJ? How are you? I hope you were having a wonderful Tuesday.
What up, Ash? Hope you had an amazing day.
What up, Kay and Kinley? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Hope everybody's had a dope day. We are 3 minutes out from 420. Hope everybody's ready for some Guardians of Unity. It's going to be dope. Some good ones today. Crossy, how's your day been, man?
Not too bad. I can't complain.
It's hot here, but not as hot as the other places, so I'm not going to complain.
It's hot, but inside, so we're good.
I don't know, does anybody do anything cool today? Anybody got anything awesome going on today? I don't know. Did a little bit of running around, worked around here a little bit, worked on some show stuff, and that's pretty much all I got. Hey, what up, Kenny? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Should get some games done towards probably.
Might want to get them ready.
Hey, what up, Cheryl?
Hope you've had an amazing day so far.
One minute out, everybody. Oh no, we are right. That's not bad. Dang, 94. That's ridiculous. I got 87. I can't reach that. Son, Antelope? Hell yeah.
Tis the final countdown. Cheers, y'all.
Happy 420, everybody.
Smoke weed every day.
up, Mama Roo? How are you? What up, Nikki? What up, Fasol? What
Hope all y'all had an amazing Tuesday.
What up, Kels? I hope you feel better, dear.
Oh, yeah, being sick sucks.
Yeah, it's no bueno, man. Especially like when it's hot, summertime out. It's the worst time to be sick, dude. If I want to be sick, I want to be sick in January.
Yep.
So I ain't doing nothing anyway. I mean, I ain't doing nothing in July. But still, that's my point.
But still, I have options to do things in July.
Right? At least then, like, I could if I wanted to.
Darn work team spreading the plague.
How's everybody's day been? What's everybody been up to today? Besides trying to stay cool anyway. Hey, what up, Dad? How are you?
Hope you had a great Tuesday.
Yes, I got a few chapters of Guardians of Unity for us for today. Other than that, just kind of chilling and hanging out, smoking. Look at me. Cabin fever, right? It's too hot to do anything.
Yeah. It just sucks the second you walk outside.
Alright, let me play a song and dive into some Guardians of Unity, everybody.
Sounds like it's man.
Let's go with... Cheers, everybody.
The sun's overhead, sky so blue. Palm trees sway as the smoke drifts through. Pack the bowl, take it slow. Blazing in the breeze, let the heart flow. Ocean waves crash on the shore. Feel the rhythm, who could ask for more? In the cove we live with ease. Blazing in the breeze, feel the peace. Blazing in the breeze where the sun shines bright. Cannabis clouds float into the light. Feel the warmth, let your mind unwind. Blazing in the breeze, leave the stress behind. Brass notes sing, steel drums keep time. As the breeze rolls in, everything's in line. Blazing in the breeze where the day feels right. Light it up, let it take flight. Feel the smoke, it's smooth and sweet. The sun's still high, the moment's complete. Spark it up, let the worries fade. Blazing in the breeze where good times are made. Afternoon light, golden and warm. In the cove, it's where we transform. Take your time, there's no need to run. Blazing in the breeze, under the sun. Blazing in the breeze where the sun shines bright. Cannabis clouds float into the light. Feel the warmth, let your mind unwind. Blazing in the breeze, leave the stress behind. Brass notes sing, steel drums keep time. As the breeze rolls in, everything's in line. Blazing in the breeze where the day feels right. Light it up, let it take flight. Let the high roll as the breeze rolls by. In the cove under an open sky. Sun's still high and the vibe is strong. Blazing in the breeze where you belong. Blazing in the breeze where the sun shines bright. Cannabis clouds floating into the light. Feel the warmth, let your mind unwind. Blazing in the breeze, leave the stress behind. Brass notes sing, steel drums keep time. As the breeze rolls in, everything's in line. Blazing in the breeze where the day feels right. Light it up, let it take flight.
was a good one. What up, D? How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Excited.
All right, here we go. Our last week on Guardians of Unity. Here we go.
Last week on Guardians of Unity, the rain didn't stop. If anything, it was trying to say something. Inside the cottage, strategy became survival. Ashley and Kay transformed the main room into a makeshift war table. Maps sprawled, routes marked, choke points circled in thick charcoal lines. Every ridge, every trail was studied like scripture. CJ and Vicky took to the streets, rallying the village elders to steady the growing panic. And Magic, he was already gone off to Barrow Creek, chasing whispers of old allies and ancient codes that might just tilt the odds in their favor. Yerp and Kofsey followed him without question, through soaked paths and whispering woods where the silence felt too heavy, too aware. What they found was a shack, old, half-sunken, and inside it, a ghost from Magic's past. A shadowy figure, cloaked and guarded, gave them only one word: Rook. A name that stirred unease, a name that made beasts growl in their sleep, a name that meant this war wasn't just coming, it had already begun. Back home, the storm grew teeth. CJ and Vicky went door to door, their warnings cutting through wind and thunder. Tempest is back, they said. Stay inside. Don't look out. Don't open the door. Behind curtains and cracked shutters, fear took root. Parents held children close. Elders whispered prayers. The village, once vibrant, had become a place bracing for siege. Inside the cottage, ammo stirred. Fevered and broken, he clawed his way back to the surface. Kells never left his side, her hand in his. Morgan curled nearby, watching, and when his lips finally parted, when he asked for water, the entire house exhaled for the first time in days. Ma stood in the doorway, silent and stunned. "The root is working," she whispered. But outside the wind howled louder. The trees bent farther. The storm, once distant, was now overhead, waiting for the first strike. The guardians have drawn their lines, the village has lit its lamps, and across the hills shadows are moving. Stay tuned for this week's Guardians of Unity, when the shadows step forward and only the ready survive.
All right, everybody. Chapter 191.
Chapter 191, The Eastern Watch. The wind howled like a wounded beast as Man-Bear and Kay stepped out into the storm-drenched night together. The air was thick with tension, cold and electric, the kind that made the hairs on your arms stand on end. Above them, the moon was swallowed by roiling black clouds, and the trees creaked in the wind like they might break free from the earth itself. They paused just past the porch of the cottage, both silent for a long moment. Their breath fogged between them in the chill, and neither seemed eager to break the uneasy quiet of the night. "You sure you're good going east alone?" Kay finally asked, tightening her grip on the bundle of traps slung over her shoulder. Man-Bear gave a gruff nod. "Yeah, tree line's been giving me bad vibes. I'll feel better knowing someone's watching it." Kay gave him a look, half amusement, half concern. "Bad vibes from you? That's not a great sign." He cracked a slight grin. "Don't tell anyone. I've got a reputation to keep." She bumped her shoulder into his lightly. "Be safe, all right?" "You too," he said, voice low. "I'll loop north and get some traps set. If anything comes through, I want it to be noisy." With a final nod, they split off. Kay toward the northern ridge, and Man-Bear into the dark eastern woods. The rain picked up, heavier now, masking their footsteps as they vanished into the night. The eastern tree line had always been quiet, too quiet. Man-Bear stood alone now, massive arms crossed over his chest, his breath fogging in the cold air. The storm had crept in slowly, but now it pressed down hard on the woods, the trees groaning beneath the weight of the wind. Somewhere far behind him, the cottage lights flickered dimly, distant enough to offer comfort, but far too distant to call for help if something went wrong. He sniffed the air. The wind carried a sharp scent of ozone mingled with the loamy damp of upturned soil and fresh moss. Something felt wrong. Not just the storm, something deeper. A tension in the earth itself, like the land knew something was coming. The sky flashed. At first he thought it was just another strike of lightning, but then came more. Streaks of burning fire ripping through the clouds like claws, descending rapidly in tight arcs. Meteors, at least a dozen. No, dozens. His eyes narrowed. This wasn't a coincidence, and it wasn't natural. Man-Bear moved quickly, crouching low behind a thick cluster of brush. With a deep inhale, he closed his eyes and let the shift begin. Muscles rippled beneath his skin. Bones lengthened and popped. Fur surged across his arms and back. His jaw extended, teeth sharpening. In seconds, the man was gone and the bear remained. Silent, hidden, watching. From the shadows he crept forward on all fours, massive paws muffled by strange moss and long pine-like needles. His senses heightened. He could hear the rumble of the incoming objects long before they hit. The first one struck nearby with a low boom that shook the ground. The dirt trembled beneath his claws. But it wasn't a meteor. It was a vessel. A strange, sleek pod of metal and smoke hissing as it cracked open. Panels folded outward like petals, steam curling out from inside. Man-Bear held perfectly still as the first soldiers stepped out. Figures clad in black armor, helmets low and reflective. Then more, and more. 50 at least, maybe more. They moved with mechanical precision, spreading into the woods in tight formations. Not a wasted motion, not a single word. They were trained, and they were here for something, or someone. He focused on the insignias, the formation structure, the weapons slung across their backs. These weren't scouts or scavengers, this was an invasion force. And deep down in the pit of his stomach he already knew. War had come. From the brush behind the vessel a low growl echoed faintly. Man-Bear tensed, but the sound was followed by a quiet voice. A figure stepped out from the shadows, mostly concealed in a long dark cloak. The voice again. Beautiful landing. We're right on schedule. Man-Bear's heart pounded. He backed away slowly, retracing his steps through the foliage. With each step his mind raced with what he'd seen. Once he was far enough from the clearing, he stopped. The shimmer of transformation washed over him again, fur vanishing, limbs reforming, bones reshaping, back to the man. He turned on his heel and ran, branches slapping his arms, feet pounding the trail. Kay knelt near a gnarled tree root, hands moving quickly as she secured another tripwire between a fallen branch and a jagged stone. She tested the tension, then leaned back and scanned the dark tree line. She could feel the storm tightening like a noose around the woods. Every few seconds the sky lit up in brilliant white, casting flickering shadows across the underbrush. Thunder cracked, louder now. A flicker of orange-red light shot through the clouds, then another, then several more. Kay stood up slowly, wiping the rain from her brow. What the hell? She didn't see them land, but she saw them falling, one after another, and her gut twisted in a way she didn't like. She quickly packed the rest of her gear and started back toward the cottage, fast, slipping the last strap into her satchel before breaking into a determined jog. As she crossed a muddy trail, Kay spotted a wide figure standing in the shadows just ahead. Man-Bear emerged from the tree line, his brow furrowed and face tense. "We need to go, now," he said, his voice low and serious. Kay's stomach dropped. "What is it? What did you see?" They landed. I saw a ship touch down, and out came at least 50 troops, maybe more, all in black armor, coordinated, ruthless, and that was only one vessel. I saw others still falling in the distance, dozens of streaks in the sky. This wasn't just a patrol, this was a full-scale deployment. Kay cursed under her breath, her expression hardening. This storm's a cover for a full-on drop. Manbear gave a grim nod. And I saw someone else there, someone giving orders. Together they turned and broke into a run, racing back toward the cottage with the storm at their heels and war on their minds.
Let's fucking go!
Hell yeah. That was such a great story.
All right. Chapter 192. Here we go.
Chapter 192, Old Lines, Fading Echoes. The muddy trail to Barrow Creek wound like a scar through the dense forest, each step heavy with dread and damp soil. The storm loomed overhead, not quite upon them, but close enough to charge the air with a restless energy that crackled between gusts of wind. Thick branches clawed at their cloaks like desperate fingers, and the trees whispered ancient warnings through their swaying limbs. Magic walked at the front of their trio, his hood drawn low over his face, cloak trailing behind him, soaked and fraying at the edges. His boots found solid ground with practiced care, each footfall deliberate and silent. Cove-TV and Yerp followed a few paces back, their steps heavier, with the thick mud clinging and sucking at their boots with every stride. "You really think someone out here's still going to help you?" Cove-TV asked, pulling his hood tighter and glancing up at the flashing canopy where cracks of lightning split the sky like fractures in time. Magic didn't slow. "Maybe. There were a few I kept in contact with, back before everything went to hell. Not everyone fled or gave up. Some disappeared. Some went underground, hid in plain sight, like Ammo did." Yerp grunted, his voice low and wary as he swatted a dripping branch out of his path. "And you think they'll just drop everything and help you, after all this time?" Magic's shoulders rose and fell in a quiet shrug. "If they're alive, and if they still believe in more than just their own survival, maybe. But I won't lie to you, Ammo was the better bridge. He had the connections, the charm, the memory for names and back doors. I taught them how to fight. He made sure they still had something to fight for." Cove-TV nodded slowly, his eyes scanning the darkness of the forest. "So we're walking in half blind." "Not blind," Magic said with a slight smirk. "Just navigating a familiar fog. There's an old smith in Barrow Creek. If he's still breathing, he'll point us the right way. He owes me a favor. Well, 2, actually," he added with a chuckle. The forest closed in tighter as they pressed on, the path narrowing, the trees leaning in like eavesdroppers. The air tasted of wet bark, earth, and distant smoke. Thunder rumbled above, shaking the canopy like the world itself was bracing. Yerp cracked his knuckles as he stepped over a tangle of roots. "And if he's not there?" "Then we keep moving," Magic answered, quieter now. "We knock on every door that hasn't been burned shut. These are the last threads of something old. We pull the right one, it might still hold." Cove-TV squinted up at the swirling sky. "Let's hope we're not already too late." A silence followed, long and tense, broken only by the soft squelch of boots in mud and the occasional groan of thunder. "Ammo always knew how to connect with people," Magic muttered, more to himself than to the others. He remembered the things others forgot, birthdays, old unit codes, the exact tone to knock on a hidden door. He made people feel like they still mattered, even when the world told them they didn't. Cove-TV's expression softened. "He's tough, he'll make it." Magic gave a slow nod. "That's why we can't waste time. The longer we delay, the more ground Tempest gains. Every hour counts. The trail curved sharply, and ahead, veiled in the mist and the shadows of crooked trees, the dim flicker of Barrow Creek's outpost lights began to emerge. Not a beacon, but a whisper of life. Magic stopped and turned to face the others, his voice a quiet warning. "Stay sharp. This place remembers me. Not all of those memories are good." Yerp's jaw clenched. "Fine, I'm not here to make friends." Coffsey chuckled under his breath. "Just don't start any fights until we find your blacksmith." They stepped forward again, the wind pressing harder against their cloaks as Barrow Creek revealed itself. Tired wooden structures slumped against each other, lights behind shuttered windows, the smell of coal smoke lingering. The silence was palpable, broken only by the distant roll of thunder, and the heavy sense that something watched from beyond the tree line. And still they moved forward. The trail narrowed once more, just wide enough for one at a time. Yerp glanced at Magic. "You sure about this?" "No," Magic replied simply, his voice low but firm. "But we're past the point of sure. I passed that line miles ago, maybe even years ago." He turned back to the trail ahead, the distant flicker of Barrow Creek growing clearer with every step. "We're walking on memory now. Ghosts, debts, shadows. That's all I have left here." The wind hissed through the trees like a whispered warning. Just beyond the ridge, the lights of Barrow Creek shimmered dimly through the trees, glowing like pale embers against the darkening storm. The flickering lights weren't just close. They were watching.
Yeah. Honestly, it just kind of happened. Honestly, it was like, this is one of our first few segments that we kind of kept doing, and it just all kind of happened, and then we're in chapter 192.
I was about to say, 192 chapters later.
About a year and 3 months, I'll say.
Probably something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I remember pretty much every Tuesday. All right, we got one more. Here we go.
Chapter 193, Awake in the Storm. A low murmur stirred in the quiet of the back room. Kells sat beside the bed, her arms crossed against her knees, eyes locked on the still figure nestled between a bundle of blankets. Morgan lay curled beside her, the dog's breathing slow and steady, though her ears flicked at every creak of the old cottage. Outside, the storm pressed against the walls, the wind like a restless spirit searching for a crack to seep through. The only light in the room came from the warm, flickering amber of the oil lamp perched on the nightstand. Then, faint as a whisper through the storm's breath, came a voice. "Kells?" Her head shot up. "Ammo?" she whispered, her voice barely louder than the wind. He stirred beneath the covers, his eyes barely open, blinking against the dim light. He tried to sit up, but slumped back with a groan. "What happened? Where are we?" Kells pressed a calming hand to his shoulder, steadying him. "You're safe," she said softly. "We're at Ma and CJ's. You were bitten, a Vexeran stalker. You've been out for a while." Ammo grimaced. "That explains everything aching." He let his eyes drift around the room, recognition dawning slowly. "Haven't been here since I was a kid. It feels smaller now, but more real somehow." Kells smiled faintly. "Ma told us the stories. Said you used to tear through here like a hurricane, stealing cookies, chasing chickens, causing chaos." A hoarse laugh escaped him. "Yeah, that sounds like me." Then his smile faded. "But while I was out, I saw her." Kells leaned in, heart suddenly racing. "Who?" He met her eyes, his voice a rasp. "Tempest. I saw her in the dark, in the visions. She was there, and she knew I could see her, like she was waiting. The storm outside groaned against the cottage, and the candlelight trembled. Kells felt her stomach drop. Before she could speak again, Ma stepped into the room, her shawl wrapped tightly over her shoulders, the lines of her face deepened by concern. Her eyes moved straight to Ammo. "I know," Ma said softly. "Something shifted when you woke up. I felt it, same as you." Emma watched her, eyes still glazed from sleep, but wide with questions. Ma approached and knelt beside the bed next to Kells, her tone warm but firm. "We'll talk about everything soon, I promise. But for now, you need to rest. You've just started healing, and you're going to need all the strength you've got." Emo opened his mouth to protest, but the weight in his bones had already been pulling him back down. He gave a soft nod and let his eyes drift shut. Morgan nestled deeper into Kells's side, her tail thumping lightly before going still. Kells placed her hand gently over Emo's blanket just as his breathing fell into rhythm with the storm outside. Lightning flashed, casting ghostly shadows across the wall. The room held stillness, like a breath not yet released. "He's tough," Kells murmured. Ma nodded slowly. "He always was. He's one of us." And with that, they sat quietly as Emo slipped back into sleep, the soft hum of the storm, carrying through the night like an omen waiting to be named.
And tune in next week for more Guardians of Unity. So many chapters to go through.
Right?
Oh. Ammo, you spoke. You spoke real words, bro.
About time. Took you long enough.
And then next week he's seizing again. Come on, Ammo, pick a side. What are you going to do here, bro? We need your help.
Can't do this back and forth.
Back and forth. We can't do this, bro. Yeah, shit is picking up. It's going to be dope here the next lots of chapters. I just don't know how to end the book, so I just don't. It just keeps going. Next week, I'm just going to do and they all lived happily ever.
Oh, that'd be some shit.
Man, it's so much fun to write. Like, those who have caught, like, all the chapters, like, man, it's crazy, like, the world that we've built in, like, everybody's storylines. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, this shit has turned out to be way more than I ever thought it would be, for real. Like, we were just fucking around. Like, this has become more than just, like, a superhero story. You know what I mean? Yep, that's all we're getting, okay? Next week is, chapter 194. And they all lived happily ever.
No, you don't even do that. To be continued.
To be continued.
I'd hit you. I would. If you throw out a chapter and start the next one with, and to be continued, I'm going to hit you. And it'll be worth buying that plane ticket to fly out there to do it.
Do it. Hey, if that's all it takes, man, it's done. It's done.
Sorry, guys. Story
There will be no more Guardians until Cove-TV comes up here.
You see Beans come up holding his eyes. All right, guys, I got the next chapter ready.
Yep, let's go. Hey, Cove-TV, say what's up to everybody.
That's right, we got another chapter, guys. Jet lagged again. I just got back to Eastern time.
At least you're only one time zone over on this one.
That's true. It's only 1 hour difference. Hi, Kelsey. Yeah, I feel better soon. Sick, no fun.
Right.
I got 6 days to get there. That could be done. It only took about 6 hours worth of traveling and waiting to get to Colorado.
Bro, if you left tonight, you could drive here and back in time. I mean, it'd be pushing it, but you'd probably get here on Friday, leave on Sunday to be back. I think 2 days driving, pushing hard, like from sun up to sundown, bro.
No, I won't.
Non-stop sleeping in your truck type of driving, dude. You know how many trips I've done like that? That's the way you got to do it. If you're fucking, let's go, it's sun up, sundown, sleep in that bitch.
I'll just sun up, drive to the airport.
Yes.
I'm cool with that one. I even landed early morning in Colorado, so I know it'll still be early morning out that way too. That's cool. I'll even deal with another puddle jumper plane. Shaky little bastards.
Dude, I drove from Minnesota to like the Portland, Oregon area in like 2 days. From Minnesota to Wyoming the rest of the way the next day. It was all interstate, and it was all, holy shit. I called 911 that trip. All right, so I'm like 17 years old. First time I'm like making a real long road trip by myself. And I'm just on the west side of Gillette, Wyoming. And there is cattle everywhere on the interstate, bro. Everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and so I called 911, and I was like, I don't know how much of an emergency this constitutes, but, like, there are cows everywhere. And I was like, I'm at, like, this mile marker. And then later that day, there was a trailer. Right. Shut up. I got that, too. I was going to keep going. There was a fucking trailer with a mattress on it and, like, a box spring.
Yeah.
And I knew that fucker was coming off the trailer. Woo. And sure shit, we're in the interstate, and it came flying up. And so, you know, a mattress is like a football. It's not, you don't have to worry about where it's going to land. It's where that fucker's going to bounce to.
Yep.
And so I knew where it was going to land, and then it bounced out of my way, which is fine. But I saw a truck take the median, like a 18-wheeler take the median. That was crazy. Go around it. And then that was about it. That was the only crazy things that happened that trip. I got stories for other days. Been all over, dude. Between like my dad's truck driver and road trips with my brother and road trips with my mom and moving and another real quick story. We were fucking driving my brother's car. My oldest brother Tom was in the basic training for the Air Force. This is 2001. The summer of 2001, before 9/11 shit. He had this Geo Metro, and we were driving to San Antonio, Texas. And, like, we were in Kansas. And, like, it got bad storm-wise, dude. Like, I was scared. I would have been 11. And so, like, I was like, Mom, we have to stop. And so, like, we stopped and knocked on a random person's door. And they let us in and let us into their basement. And, like, miles down the road, a tornado went through. I saved our lives.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy, dude. Mom, are you here? She can collaborate these stories, everybody. I'm just saying. Yeah, lots of road tripping.
Done a lot of traveling, but mainly just the East Coast.
That's never a good situation. We were hauling scrap metal when I was 21, and we saw our wheel pass us. Dude, I thought we had a flat until the wheel rolled in front of said vehicle. And, yeah, that was when I came through Montello, Nevada, Cheryl, when I was working on the road. That's another crazy story that we won't get into today. But I could probably come on like 20 minutes and just tell stories, dude. Just like fucking ridiculous stories. It's been a hell of a life.
Sounds like it.
My mom worked at Disney, so we would go to Disney like all the fucking time, dude.
What up,
hey, what's Professor? Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Fuck you.
I've been on the East Coast too much. Like when I was younger, when my dad drove truck and stuff like that, but not really.
to East Coast Florida. Yeah, so yeah, Florida to New York overall. I don't think I've gone further up than New York. Since we only have Pepsi.
I think it'd be easier for me to list you the states that I haven't been to versus the ones that I have. It's this shit. That's why, like, anytime I get away from Minnesota, I know that, like, I love Minnesota because I've seen other places and been other places. Like, other places are dope. There's no place like Minnesota.
And that's why I will continuously tell people Virginia is a great place to visit. It's cool. It's a lot of stuff to come do and see, and then go back home.
Florida was amazing. Florida was great. Oregon and Washington are beautiful, but I don't know, Kels. Except for when it's 93% humidity. This isn't Florida. Take your humidity back.
I wonder what I meant. I like Colorado.
Colorado's cool.
89 feels like 102, 70% humidity.
That's hot. That's like a dry heat. I liked Vegas. I loved the weather in Vegas. It was ridiculously hot, but it was so dry and there's a breeze. I mean, it was warm air blowing at you, but dude, warm air is better than no air.
That's true.
Not in a judgingly way. Worst state I've ever been to, probably Texas, because it was so hot. And like I remember sitting in the shade, and it was just as hot. You were just as, it didn't matter. Like, it's a cool state, don't get me wrong, but not like temperature-wise, that's damn sure.
That's how Virginia is with the humidity. Even go in the shade, you're not cooling down but so much.
Florida's pretty ridiculous humidity-wise, but I'm pretty sure timeline-wise in my brain, we lived in Florida when Hurricane Katrina went through. And it wasn't bad for, I mean, it was bad for other parts of it, but we lived in Orlando, which is like the fucking middle of Florida. And so, but it would have been August of 2005. And I think that's when.
Katrina was definitely a rough one.
Right, but Isabel was your really bad one.
Isabel. Fuck Virginia. All
It's crazy. I've been watching a lot of like frontline documentaries on storms and stuff like that. Winter storms and I don't know.
Yeah, Isabel was not fun.
Worst week is like a tornado. I guess there was tornadoes in South Dakota yesterday. Last night. But like, it's not us.
That one, I think we've only had like 4 or 5 tornadoes in my entire life.
Weren't we and you talking the backstage one day about the tornadoes jumping? I was like, yeah, that's a real thing. Like in Twister, which was like, it's crazy watching a tornado like hit this house and this house and miss this house and miss this house and hit this house. That was a real thing. It does.
It jumped over my neighborhood and the neighborhood right before mine.
Weather be tripping, dude. That shit's crazy. It's so interesting how it all works. I mean, I'm no meteorologist, but I don't want to be a meteorologist, but it's very interesting. So yeah, I went to San Antonio for my brother's Air Force graduation thing. Went to the Alamo. That's cool. Went to Riverwalk. That's cool. Kelsey, you know something we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
You want to smoke a song?
Always down to song smoke.
Yeah, it's been too long if it sounds weird to say.
I do. But it was correct.
Weather be weathering all the time. Water spots are crazy too, I've seen them. Where the fuck did it go? Cheers.
cherry glow. Pack that rig, watch the resin flow. We don't half step, we light full flame. Cove cool lit, we're changing the game. Hit that bomb, watch the clouds ascend. This ain't no trend, we smoke to transcend. Edibles hit like a punch in the gut. From the first puff, we don't give a fuck. Smoke a song to smoke. Light it up and let the rhythm provoke. Puff that herb, let the highs collide. Feel the burn as we elevate the ride. Smoke a song to smoke. Pass it around, let the real ones talk. The Cove, the place where legends ignite. Smoke a song to smoke all night. Grind it fine, twist it tight, spark the flame. A fat ass blunt that'll put you to shame. Dabs hit like thunder, the nails red hot. Cannabis culture, it's all that we've got. From sativas to kush, we roll with the tin. Every hit we take is time well spent. Breathe it in, let the calm sink in. Feel it flow within, you got it friend. Now let's begin, let the session win. Cherry glow. Pack that rig, watch the resin flow. We don't half step, we light full flame. Cove cool lit, we're changing the game. Hit that bone, watch the clouds ascend. This ain't no trend, we smoke to transcend. Edibles hit like a punch in the gut. From the first puff, we don't give a fuck. Smoke a song to smoke. Light it up and let the rhythm provoke. Puff that herb, let the highs collide. Feel the burn as we elevate the ride. Smoke a song to smoke. Pass it around, let the real ones talk. The Cove's a place where legends ignite. Smoke a song to smoke all night. Roll it up, light it, don't hesitate. The Cove's where the good vibes dominate. Every toke's a tribute, every hit's a vibe. We smoke to connect, we'll always survive. Pass that shit, let the circle stay tight. Inhale, exhale, we're flying tonight. From the Cove to the stars, we're making it known. Sitting in our thrones, feeling like Capone. Smoke a song to smoke. Light it up and let the rhythm provoke. Puff that herb, let the highs collide. Feel the burn as we elevate the ride. Smoke a song to smoke. Pass it around, let the real ones talk. The Cove's a place where legends ignite. Smoke a song to smoke all night.
Never get tired of that song.
That's a good one.
They sound
yeah.
like it. Definitely excited for later.
And I sweated it in my eyes, so it hurts.
You good? It's lingering.
Oh.
It lingers.
I'm not coughing, you're coughing. Oh, wait, no, that is me.
That's what's gonna kick in here soon.
That's the nice thing about it being 1,000 degrees. It's when you fucking get the ab sweats, you get a fan that hits you, and it's like, oh, AC, AC, it's my fan.
Yeah. That breeze feels wonderful.
Never been to Connecticut. Never been to Connecticut or Maine or Massachusetts. Shit, I thought New England was a state till I was probably like 26. I don't know. Not really, kind of. I have like got people with that, like asking them, like, hey, what's the capital of New England? Or like, where's New England? Like, what state's New England? I don't know.
You get me?
I'm alright, I think.
Is everyone got plans?
Swim in that water. Foods and token tunes. I don't know. Like I said, I've been diving into the Frontline PBS documentaries like crazy. They're so fucking good. Can't stop. Oh.
Man, food and token tunes is about all I got.
Hang out with Morgan. That picture of her that I made for my cover photo, that's an old ass picture of her. I don't think so, but Mama Roo! That's the Mama Roo Bridge.
I think she said she wasn't too far from it.
I think it just looks that way. I mean, either way it looks that way, but I mean, I've seen the bridges that are not bridge, but it's like tunnels under the water so then the boats can cross. That's cool.
HRBT.
HRBT?
Yeah, Hampton Roads Bridgetown.
What?
Hampton Roads Bridgetown.
No, bridge tunnel?
Yeah, it starts at a bridge like that, but then it goes into a tunnel under the water. So both can go by.
What?
I gotta go through that shit every time I go to Virginia Beach. I hate that tunnel.
Hampton Roads
Bridge tunnel.
Bridge tunnel. Spelled like it sounds, like RHODES.
Yep. ROADS.
Alright, here we go. Boo.
What?
I can't really find on YouTube. Nothing I feel like I don't know. Won't get us in trouble. Is this the right one? Oh, there's no audio. 1 second. Let's try this again. Here we go.
The I-64 corridor is one of the most congested areas in all of Virginia, with backups often exceeding 6 miles during peak traffic hours. The Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel expansion, the single largest transportation infrastructure project in Virginia's history, is being developed to improve traffic flow and support future growth.
I'd have traffic in.
That's a long ass bridge, bro.
Yeah. I ain't lying about the traffic. It don't matter when you leave throughout the day.
It's always busy.
Oh, unless you leave like late as fucking night. Like when I left Peck's event at like 11:30 at night, it was fine. But I can leave my house 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm still going to hit traffic on the way.
That's dope, though. I'm super weird. I love city building, construction, infrastructure. I'm so all about that shit, dude. I was just thinking, like, if I was ever president and I had, like, I was giving a speech, the very first thing I'd say is, like, all right, y'all are going to be pissed, but, like, we got to fix some shit for reals, like bridges and roads and water pipes. Like Jeff Bezos.
Yep.
Let's get a cool $20 billion from you to fucking help the country.
No, you got it.
What are you going to say? No publicly in front of everybody? Do it. I fucking dare you to do it, dude. I am so into all that shit, dude. I'm such a fucking nerd when it comes to... That's a lot of the documentary stuff I've been watching is like the downfall of the infrastructure of the United States, like the bridges and waters, levees, all this craziness, dude. It's like a fucking $1 trillion deal going on, and we needs that shit. Like we need the water pipes that fucking move water efficiently. But I ain't in it. It's just interesting. No. I can't read so.
We're 3 minutes out.
It's so hot. For real, man. But I don't know. Or like, hey, let's like not let this bridge fall down. Just say it right, ma. I couldn't say it better. Just say it. Oh man, I know it's super interesting for real. So after Katrina, they put they drove to fix the levee system. 75-foot long, basically I-beams, dude. You're shoving those motherfuckers into the ground for the seawall. They're so huge, but like that's what they needed to do that whole time, I guess. Damn, dude. 2 minutes out. We'll smoke and I don't know. Say our farewells and then play our outro song.
Sounds like a plan. Munchies are starting to set in. Get some food.
Dab time.
Dab time.
Super big, dude.
Right? Straight cake status.
I was gonna say, if cakes were baked, I'd be a cake.
Yep. That's no joke.
Morning. We're going? No.
your show.
Up 420, everybody.
Your turn.
Spin slow while the torchlights blue. Smoke trails curl with the coastal view. Laughter on loop, no reason, no plan. Just me and my people with time in our hands. A dab glows gold on the tip of the spoon. We lean back, drifting with the groove of the tune. No rush, no script, no breaking the spell. It's a vibe we know, and we know it well. To glow, pull so clean like a vinyl tune, floating through haze neath the citrus moon. Feel it rise, let it stay. We're lost in the sound, just a torch and a tray. Eyes low, slow grin, no rush to speak. Still feel the heat from that high we keep. Laid back deep, not a care in sight. The world leans soft in the afternoon light. Voices mellow, just a nod and glance. Past the rig, no, not a chance. One more round, we might. But for now, we just sit in the glow of the night.
Let's fucking go. Well, much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a dope ass Tuesday. Great Guardians of Unity. I hope to see everybody tonight. Token Tunes, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss out. So if you don't see it, Token Tunes tomorrow morning, Cove-TV morning show at 8 a.m. Eastern time every single day. Please make sure you're following everybody on the Cove team. Thank you to everybody that helped support the Cove. It's been a dope day. Stay cool, everybody. Have a wonderful night. It's all yours, guys.
Well, much love, all you amazing ass people. Hope it's been a great ass day all around from the morning show to Cove all the way up to the afternoon show. Such a great story. I love Guardians of Unity, and definitely looking forward to next Tuesday. We're going to get to hear what happens next. And of course, look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all at Token Tunes tonight. It's finally the night, final playlist of the month. You guys don't want to miss out on it. It's such a great playlist so far. You guys don't want to miss out on who the battling guest host is going to be. Bongzilla going to keep his championship, or is he going to lose it tonight? So we'll find out at 9 p.m. But if you're not already, make sure you give a like and follow to everyone you've been interacting with. Because if it wasn't for each and every one of y'all, we wouldn't be up here doing the fun stuff we get to do each and every time. And make sure you give a like and follow to everyone you see up on screen for all the amazing things we get to do. From the Beans with the Cove, the one and only Man Bear, Yerpity motherfucking Yerp, Kelsey Dabs Dabber Chick Magic with Mad Productions, and the one and only Cornbread, and all the amazing stuff we got going on each and every time. You don't want to miss out on. But what's up, everyone? Look forward to seeing each and every one of you tonight at Token Tunes. See you there.
And thanks
for
chilling
in
the
Cove
today.
All
you
amazing
ass
people
out
there.
And let's go bananas.
Absolutely. Much love you.
Let's fucking go.
I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. So bring on the madness, got the fire in us. It's time to confess. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. We're making a mess, but do you got that guts? Well, you better say yes. Are you ready for this? You and I, perfect match. Combination in my dreams. Come, let's fly. Bring the madness, just like in the movie scenes. We can hug, we can kiss, we can do it all night long. Listen to the awesome coconut banana song. We can talk, we can chat, just sit back and just relax. Have a walk or a swim with the dolphins in the sea. Have a drink or some snacks by the pool, by the cool. Listen to the awesome coconut banana song. I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. So bring on the madness, got the fire in us. It's time to confess. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. We're making a mess, but do you got that guts? Well, you better say yes. Are you ready for this? Going bananas, feeling coconuts, feeling coconuts. Going bananas, feeling coconuts, feeling coconuts. Hanging out, watch TV, some music and some cold iced tea. We can sleep just like babies. Dreams are passing fast and ice. Waking up, feel the mood and we make love in slow-mo. Listen to the awesome coconut banana song. I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. So bring on the madness, got the fire in us. It's time to confess. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. We're making a mess, but do you got that guts? Well, you better say yes. Are you ready for this? Going bananas, feeling coconuts, feeling coconuts. Going bananas, feeling coconuts, feeling coconuts. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. So bring on the madness, got the fire in us. It's time to confess. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. We're making a mess, but do you got that guts? Well, you better say yes. Are you ready for this? Going bananas, feeling coconuts, feeling coconuts. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts. Feeling coconuts, feeling coconuts. Are you ready for this? I'm going bananas and you're going nuts.
Much love, everybody.
Much love you. See you tonight.
hide down.